Firefighting is one of the most dangerous jobs around. We saw it earlier in the week when two Crockery Township firefighters were hurt from an electrical shock.
Well, early this morning, a Grand Rapids firefighter had a close call with a driver while working a different traffic accident.
24 Hour News 8's Joe LaFurgey has this story.
Try to figure this one out. That driver missed all the flashing lights at that accident scene. The firefighter jumped out of the way, and not a moment too soon.
How do you miss a big red truck with a bunch of lights on it?
That's a great question, but the reality is that fire trucks are getting hit across the country almost every day. In a few seconds, somebody not paying attention can cover a lot of distance, and it's too late.
Early Friday morning, it was on the East Beltline near Burton. GRFD, PD, and an ambulance crew were working a crash. GRFD was using this engine as a blocker. It's a safety procedure in which at least one and usually two fire department vehicles are used to block traffic several yards in front of a crash.
This placing of this piece of equipment by our crews actually creates a shadow to work in, but ultimately probably, if not seriously injured, prevented some deaths potentially to responders and also the people who were in the original accident.
It's a common problem in Grand Rapids and in the suburbs. We first told you back in 2010 about the 3 Grand Rapids ladder trucks that had been hit on the S-curve in less than a year. The city was running out of spares. GRFD eventually got an old water department dump truck that was about to be sold at auction, painted it red, and put a big shock absorber on the back. Not only has it saved damage to more expensive rigs,
I think it gets people's attention, and that's what we're really trying to do. We're trying to get people's attention.
And the training for firefighters has been modified over the years. There's a reason that firefighter who was placing traffic cones behind the engine right before it was hit today was able to jump out of the way. He didn't turn his back on traffic.
An example would be I would never be putting cones out like this because the traffic's back here. I want to actually set the cones out and drop the cones down. Why? Because if somebody does something that I can get out of the way.
We found a website that tracks firefighter injury and death across the nation. Some of the reasons may surprise you. We have a link to that site at woodtv.com. In Grand Rapids, Joe LaFurgey, 24 Hour News 8.